So let's start the test. So can you introduce yourself to me, please?
My name is Khánh. I'm currently a student in Goze High School, and I'm living in Hanoi, which is the capital city of Vietnam.
Cool, nice. So let's talk then about studying then. So um, where do you study if you have like extra work or something? Do you study at home or in the library at school?
Well, normally I would have to go to the library. If I have extra work, I could. If I extra work in class, so I would stay in class for about 6 to 7 p.m. And then rush to home. Or if I got work at home, I try to get home really fast after school and do that work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why do you prefer studying in the classroom as opposed to the library?
Because in my school, the libraries, I would say, is quite modern because they have computers, but normally it's just accessible for teachers, and the Wi-Fi is not always accessible, especially for students if they want to do something weird. And if I go to my home, if I went home, I can do everything I want. Yes, easier.
Nice. Okay, cool. So next thing I've got in here then. So what do you think is the best thing about your school?
Well, I actually don't like my school, but I have a feeling that although it's a public school, but compared to other school that relate to a kind of university, my school is quite a normal school, but it had a really big playground and campus, while other school of gifted students, they're related to university and their campus are really small. In my school, a student can play volleyball, which is require a large place, yeah, so they can hit the balls. Yes.
Cool, nice. And you said you don't like your school. What do you think is the main thing that needs improvement in your school?
Well, my school somehow I believe is famous for the students are quite like they're not good students. They're the one who like to riding their motorbike over 50 cc and really like to go in a fast speed. Moreover, the teacher somehow I feel like they want to teach the student, but because students don't really into the class, so I think they lost the motivations, and sometimes they just like, oh, you can do the test. So it means just over the test, not really the best of you to do the test. Yes.
And how much time would you say you spend studying every week outside of school hours?
Well, normally I spend around 6 to 8 hours in school. So for sleeping and for eating, I say I have about 4 to 6 hours left at home. But normally I don't use that much time for learning. Sometimes I think it's just for like 2 hours in the evening when I have done all eating and washing, and on on the weekends I think it's two more weekend days to do is kind of about 10 hours a week. Yes.
Okay, okay. And how do you get to your school? Do you
Yeah, I ride my bicycle.
ride your bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay. And next question on here. Do you think you study better in like the morning, the afternoon, or the evening?
Ooh. Well, I have no idea about this. Normally, if I think in the afternoon, I think that I have something to do in the morning. I would really focus on the task I have to do in the morning. But it's the same that when I realize I have to work in this time, so I will really put myself during that time, and the other time I'm not really into it. But I think it may be in the afternoon where like I've done the whole thing on the day, and I think I'm ready to do the thing, really put myself into it.
Cool, nice. Okay, cool. So, we're gonna move on to part one. A couple of questions from part one. So you mentioned you ride a bike to school. Slightly weird question. Do you enjoy riding your bike?
At first, I don't because my parents run me on their motorbike to school, and now I have to ride a bike on my own. But now I feel quite enjoy it because when after a long time you become active, and when you stop doing it, your body starts to feel weird and you hurt yourself a lot, especially your bones. And I feel that now I pretty enjoy biking.
Cool, nice. Do you think that a lot of young people in Vietnam ride bicycles?
No, nowadays I think no, because some family who like they like to teach their children to ride a bike from this young age to like help them to do some exercise. Normally they just do it from until they go to high school. Then parents would buy them motorbike that uh under 50 cc, like to ride to school because bike nowadays seem to be outdated and it can ride at a very fast speed, and some of the roads they're no lane for bicycle.
Okay, cool. And do you think that bicycles are good to ride in Hanoi, or do you think other transportations are
Well,
prioritized?
sometimes I think that Hanoi should be. Oh,
Quite, yes, fine. Yeah, keep going.
sometimes I feel that Hanoi should be a city with bicycle better than not others kind of transport, because first bicycle do not emit that kind of emissions, and because some roads are quite small, so cars and the buses kind of make congestions. So I think bicycle should be like just more in Hanoi.
Cool, nice. Okay then, so we're gonna move on to part 2 of the test. Hang on, it's here in there somewhere. Just wait for a second. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna put your paper like this. Please don't move this down because the part 3 questions are on there. So I'd like you to describe a room you've been to in someone else's house. I'd like you to tell me whose room it was, when you went there, how you felt about it, and why you went to that person's room in their house. Okay, so you've got a minute to make some notes, and then we're going to start. Off you go. Okay, right then. Okay, if you're ready, then let me get my stopwatch up. Okay, Huyền, if you go, then can you tell me about a room in a house?
Yes. So a room in someone else's house that I have been to, I would say, is a room of a boy. He's the son of my father boss. Like it was in the past, and for a long time I cannot really remember it well, but I just remembered that we went to his house for some celebrations or what kind like that, and because adult had to talking about something that children shouldn't hear about, and I I went to his rooms. He lead me there. In his room, there's a big box with full a lot of Lego bricks, from small ones to big ones. And I really like Lego bricks, and especially when joining them together, you can hear a little click click sound, which is really relaxed. Well, I've never seen a lot of Lego bricks like that before, and it was my first time, so I felt I was in heaven. I was really happy, and he agreed to share it with me. We play with each other. I used that low brick. It was separate, so I used them to build like my dreaming ship, a cruise ship, and a spaceship. It was really with a lot of pieces that I can build a really big one. And Well, I cannot remember the whole thing, but I feel like I really enjoy going there, and I hope in the future I will get that a huge sum of Lego bricks. Yes.
Cool. All right then. Nice. Wonderful. Yeah. Cool. Just 1 second. Cool. And so let's move on to part 3 then. So, do you think that young people prefer staying at home or like doing activities outside?
Well, now that I would say because of the development of technologies, mobile phones, and other kind of electrical device, that people normally would like to use them better than working outside and do some activities outdoors nowadays. That the health problems become highly awareness, and a lot of young people hit the gyms and work out, but I feel that still a lot more than doing staying at home.
How about older people? Do you think they prefer staying inside or they prefer outdoor activities?
Well, I'd say they have an opposite lifestyle compared to the younger one, because they've been through a lot of their life and they had come to an age that their health couldn't be stable as when they were young. And normally when going outside, like I'm cycling so I can see everything well, and when I'm walking outside I would normally see people, especially older people, like doing this outside of the park, outside of the lake, whenever they have time, and wherever is have the place that they could do in a group or anything like that. And I feel more older people nowadays getting outside and work out than the younger generation.
Cool. And final one we've got here then. For Tet holiday, do you usually like stay at your house and have visitors, or do you more often go out and visit other people?
Well, in my
In
situations, in my family, normally I go back to my hometown. It's not actually my hometown, but it's my grandparents on my dad's side house. And the thing that going out and give lucky money and say good luck to people is normally my dad do it, because he's the breadwinner and he's have a lot of relationship, while I actually don't have that much friend to come to their house, and normally I just stay at home, and the older one would come and give me lucky money.
Lucky. Okay, wonderful, cool. That's the end of the